Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you enjoy yourself.
This is a story of Aakash, who was a habitual dreamer and procrastinator until he learned the lesson that time is a priceless asset which once wasted is gone forever. Aakash always believed he had time. At 25, he had dreams, big ones. He wanted to start his own business, travel the world, and write a book. But whenever an opportunity came knocking, he told himself, "There's always tomorrow." He spent most of his days scrolling through social media, watching endless TV shows, and hanging out with friends without purpose. He had talent, intelligence, and potential, but procrastination was his constant companion. He kept telling himself that he was just waiting for the right moment, but deep down, he knew he was only making excuses. One evening, he met his childhood friend, Rohit, at a cafe. Rohit had just returned from London, where he had completed his master's degree and started a promising job. They reminisced about their school days, but soon, Rohit asked, "So, what have you been up to, Aakash?" Aakash hesitated. He had nothing significant to say. He mumbled about helping his father's business but avoided details. Rohit, noticing his discomfort, smiled kindly. "You always talked about starting your own company. How's that going?" Aakash shrugged. "Haven't really started yet. I'm still planning." Rohit nodded but said nothing. Instead, he pulled out a small notepad from his pocket and scribbled something. Then, he tore the page and handed it to Aakash. "Meet me here next year, same date. Let's see where we both stand." Aakash laughed. "Of course. By then, I'll have started my business." But days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Aakash continued with his old habits. He would start planning but never execute. He would tell himself he needed the perfect idea, the perfect moment. And so, a year passed in the blink of an eye. On the agreed date, Aakash returned to the cafe. Rohit was already there, smiling warmly. "So?" Rohit asked expectantly. Aakash hesitated. I haven't started yet. But I will soon." Rohit sighed. "Aakash, do you remember when we were kids, and we used to race each other on our bicycles? You always said you'd beat me the next time. But the next time never came because you never tried." Aakash lowered his head. He did remember. Rohit continued, "Time doesn't wait. You think you have endless tomorrows, but they slip through your fingers like sand while you're waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment doesn't exist. You create it by taking action." Aakash felt something shift inside him. For the first time, he saw how much time he had wasted. That night, he went home and made a promise to himself: no more delays. No more excuses. The next morning, he woke up early, made a list of his goals, and started working on them. It wasn't easy, but every day, he pushed himself. He read books on entrepreneurship, took online courses, and saved money for his business. He reduced his screen time, replaced wasted hours with productive ones, and surrounded himself with people who motivated him. Some days were difficult. There were moments when he doubted himself, when he was tempted to slip back into old habits. But he reminded himself of Rohit's words, "Time doesn't wait." He kept going, taking small but consistent steps. 3 months later, he launched a small online business selling handcrafted accessories. The response was slow at first, but he didn't stop. He improved his marketing strategies, reached out to customers, and learned from his mistakes. With time, his efforts began to pay off. 6 months later, he had made enough profits to reinvest in his business. He hired a small team and expanded his product line. Aakash finally felt a sense of purpose, something he had never experienced before. Every morning, he woke up with enthusiasm, eager to make progress. A year later, he met Rohit again at the cafe. This time, Aakash had something to share. "I launched my business 2 months ago," he said with a proud smile. "It's small, but it's growing." Rohit grinned. "That's the Aakash I always knew." Aakash realized the biggest lesson of his life: time is the only resource that never returns. You can either use it wisely or watch it slip away. From that day on, he never let another moment go to waste. Moral of the story: time is an invisible yet invaluable asset that waits for no one. Every moment that passes is an opportunity either seized or lost forever. Many people fall into the trap of believing that there will always be more time, but life moves forward whether they act or not. Wasting time is like throwing away pieces of one's potential. The truth is, success and progress don't happen in one grand moment, but in the daily, consistent efforts made over time. By taking action now, we take control of our future. Waiting for the perfect time is an illusion. The perfect time is now. Use time wisely, because once it's gone, it never comes back.
Thanks for watching and enjoying our inspiring videos. If you like our stories, do pool in your likes and wonderful comments about your views. Also, don't forget to subscribe now for more interesting content. Have a nice day. Let's meet again soon. Take care.